Good morning, guys. It is now day 6 of Contemporary-A-Thon. Don't think I ended up reading any more last night. I just went to bed, but then I didn't sleep like all last night, so it's kind of a bummer. We are now off to the library sale, where Jeff comes with to basically hold all my books. Bless his sweetheart.
Hold, carry, transport, otherwise all manual labor.
I don't know how much I can film in there though, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna kind of pass my camera off to Jeff, but basically the way that this library sale works is that you pay $5, you get like 20 minutes to go in this back room like catalog thing kind of, and they only let in like 2 people at a time because it's like a tight space. And
it's those rolling archive racks, like the ones that you see at like doctor's offices,
yeah,
where you gotta like roll the wheel and
press
move
a button
the whole case. Yeah, so they can't really let too many people in at a time because it's really cramped. People.
But yeah, so you get 20 minutes to kind of go in, and I go ape shit in there. I think I left with I left with 20 the first time and 21 the last time, something like that. So we'll see what I find this time, but I literally grab mostly for spines. If I recognize the book, bonus, but I leave mostly with spines. So I think I might actually go to the mystery sci-fi section first, because that's a section that like we never go to, or like we barely have time to look at. I 90% grab for the cover. I'm like, oh, that looks interesting, and then I find out what the book's about later. Because when they're that cheap, like, you can't even buy a used book for $7, let alone 20, so like I don't feel bad when I'm like, oh, I don't know what the hell this is. I love the people. I have 1 book so far. But who knows what any of this is, you just kind of grab stuff. Well, this time we walked away with 3 bags of books, which cost $12. $12. And wait till you guys see the gems that I found in this.
A few gems for me too. I really do need to start reading more.
Yeah.
Like, I'm too involved in like video games and puzzles and stuff. I need to just sit down and read a book.
But winter has started, and we got some lovely hail, as you can see. So it's slippery as fuck, so we're gonna drive really safe because like he doesn't have his winter tires. But they did let us know that their prices are going up. So I figured, oops, that good of a sale can't last forever, which I was kind of like worried about that. Oh, and both of my hearing aid batteries died at the same time, so I officially can't hear anything right now. I left my purse at home, so I don't have hearing aid batteries with me. But now I think we're going to very carefully inch our way to McDonald's for some breakfast, and then back home, and I'll show you guys some of the gems that I got. Basically, when I go to the library sale, when I get home, that's kind of the fun part for me, is 1, I get to see everything that I grabbed and kind of take inventory. And what I do for like a couple hours is I take off the stickers and I take off the protective library back, so that way it looks basically like a brand new bought book, which is one of the reasons why I love buying library books, because even though the covers look banged up, typically if they have that plastic coating, it's a perfect book underneath. Basically, I don't know how many books I got today. I have a feeling I got way more because I found like really good stuff.
I got some stuff too. I got some stuff too.
Jeff got some stuff too, so I think we got around 30 books this time for $12. So not too shabby, considering I got a copy of like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, Nevernight by J. Kristoff, which looks absolutely brand new. And I mean, those 2 books alone in a bookstore would cost you probably like 40 bucks. So I'm deaf now, so I'm going to go because I can't hear myself talk. Alright, so I just separated them. These are all hardcovers that don't have the plastic cover on them. These are ones that do, I think, and then all the rest of them are paperbacks, which I ended up with way more paperbacks than I normally do. Typically I go for hardcovers, but it also just depends what I find, right? So yeah, so now I'm going to take the stickers off of this, take some of the stickers off the soft covers, and then just de-sticker everything. So I basically cut the edges off of this, take the cover right off. It does still have this on there, but whatever. And then I open it up, take all the stickies off of this, and then take the plastic right off the cover. Alright, so I want to show you guys even a different type of cover that they sometimes do. This one is actually, the cover is laminated inside this plastic. Fucking pain in the ass. Basically, this is on like brown paper and they literally laminated the cover with plastic, so you can't actually take it off, which means I can't take these library stickers off because it's like underneath the lamination, which is like super irritating, but sometimes that happens. So cue like 2 hours later and I've peeled like most of the stickers off of everything, and I've also organized the books into stuff that I recognized and knew I wanted to read, and then stuff that I bought pretty much just because of the cover. We have One Day by David Nichols, The Improbability of Love by Hannah Rothschild, we have White Teeth by Zadie Smith, Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. I've heard of this before. This is a Canadian author. It's Hot Pterodactyl Boyfriend by Alan Cumin. Then we have Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and then Dawn of the Dreadfuls, which apparently is the prequel to Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. This is like 4 years before this book, so that's interesting. Then hardcovers, I think, mostly hardcovers that I recognize. We have The Uncoupling by Meg Willister. Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, which I ended up having as a library book but never got around to reading it, so now I have a copy of it. We have Night Film by Marisha Pesso, I believe. That's a beautiful cover. Like, look at that. It's like that holographic. It's gorgeous. I've read a couple of Lisa Gardner, so this is familiar to me, but I just picked up one that I haven't read. So this is Lisa Gardner, Touch and Go. Also Chuck Palahniuk, Damned. I love this cover, even though it's like kind of spooky. And then we picked up this giant Mac Daddy 21,000 page book. This is Stephen King's Under the Dome. So those are the books that I recognize at the very least. So yeah, like, I mean, take this one for example. The Canadian list price is $34. And I got all of those books plus all of these. I think it turns out to be like 34 books. Jeff got a couple for 12 bucks. So that's why I love this library sale. Also, as I've been sitting here, I have finished finally The Dinner by Herman Coe. And it was alright. It was kind of just like a weird book. There's not a whole lot of point to it. All of the characters are incredibly unlikable and really horrible, quite frankly, because it's not bad enough that I want to give it like a 2 on Goodreads. It's really more of a middle of the way book for me, so probably a 2.5, like just an average book. But to me, I guess an average book is a 3, so I'm gonna rate it a 3. For now, I'm going to scan these all into Goodreads while I watch a couple people's vlogs. Then we're gonna eat tacos, then I have to donate blood, and then I have to get ready for the live show. Possibly do something with my hair. We'll see. It's really funny to me. I just organized the books that I don't recognize by their ratings on Goodreads. So this is like a 2.6 all the way up to like a 4.3, which is like the random ass book that I've never heard of that Jeff got. So this is really funny too. Out of the books that I recognize, the highest rated ones are like Nevernight, Stephen King, you know, Night Film. And then I have this, which I do recognize. This is Hot Pterodactyl Boyfriend. It has a 2.22 overall rating on Goodreads. A 2.22. I don't have any books over there with that little of a star rating on Goodreads. So like now I want to read this immediately because apparently it's just literally about a high school boy that's also a pterodactyl and everyone thinks he's hot. I think this is going to be fucking hilarious and I can understand how people hate it, but I think that's going to be funny. Also, I've heard people talk about Meg Wollister, and apparently, like, this is also like a 2.5 or something on Goodreads, so people really don't like this. I don't know. Went to donate blood, got stuck in the traffic for Santa Claus parade, and didn't end up donating blood. So I can like really get my drink on for the live show tonight because I'm not gonna like spring a leak or die. So that's good news. My Christmas onesie as a surprise to Chelsea because I know she likes Christmas. So this is about as festive as I get. I'm gonna continue to read All the Ugly and Wonderful Things until like just before the live show starts, and then do that. Yeah. Chelsea's air mattress.